But yet I would imagine, well, I've experienced this is even with people aligned and the transparency and all of that, you're still doing a lot of change fast, right?
Yeah,
And that could be
you have to.
stressful for people. So how do you manage that kind of like that pressure and the stress that might seep in there?
Yeah, so what I would do typically, especially I would say in my first 6 months, is that we would do kind of like weekly stand-ups with my leadership team. And I do, every 2 weeks, kind of company-wide, what we call all hands, just so that you can just make sure that, as you kind of shared initially the vision and the mission, that you can read out some of the progress. With that, sometimes the first I'd say first 30, 60 days, there's a lot of change that's happening across the organization. And to make sure everybody is aligned and has a clear understanding of what's taken place and the reasoning behind it, I think you start taking a lot of that anxiety out of the company. And then once they start to see the transition that's taking place, and then the work that's being done to build to the ultimate vision of the company in terms of, whether the product or the service, and how that's starting to really perform. And you try to make sure there's clarity around, goals. And sharing that, that progress around those goals, around that transition, to me has always been really, really important. And again, I think by being able to kind of show the change and transition that you're making at the leadership and the cultural side of the company, and then how that's starting to morph itself out in terms of being able to deliver against the financial goals or the resource goals, it starts to give people the level of confidence that, the things you're doing that you said you were going to do are actually happening. And because they're happening, you're starting to see some of the, the positive impacts.